In 2016, a man pulling up his pants was accidentally shot dead by police, and later his family was compensated $8 million. On the evening of January 18, 2016, the Mesa Police Department in the state of Arizona received a report of a man at a hotel in Mesa pointing a rifle out of a window. The man was identified as 26-year-old Daniel Shaver. A few minutes later, 6 police officers arrived on scene. After speaking with the hotel manager, they learned that in Daniel's room there was not only him, but also another man and a woman. However, the man had left before police arrived. Fearing the woman inside might be in danger, police immediately discussed tactics and approached the door.
Occupants of room 502. This is the Mesa Police. Listen to my instructions. I want the female to step out. Occupants of room 502. I want the female to step out. Occupants of room 502. Listen to my voice so I don't have to send in the dog. Acknowledge me.
They called out continuously for about 5 minutes with no response. Officer Philip, standing at the front, could faintly hear the sounds of 2 people inside. When calling didn't work, they planned to get a key to open the door. Just as the hotel manager went to get the key, a man and a woman walked out.
Stop right there! Stop! Stop! Get on the ground, both of you! Lay down on the ground! Lay down on the ground!
The one lying behind was Daniel Shaver.
Who else is in the room?
Nobody.
Nobody else is in the room?
Nobody.
Are you positive?
Nobody. Absolutely positive.
Okay. Apparently we have a failure for you to comprehend simple instructions. I'm going to go over some of them again, okay? Can you both hear and understand me?
Yes.
All right. If you make a mistake, another mistake, there's a very severe possibility you're both going to get shot. Do you understand that?
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
All right.
What the?
This is... Shut up. I'm not here to be tactful or diplomatic with you. You listen, you obey. For one thing, did I tell you to move, young man? Did I tell you to
Yes, sir. Yes,
put
sir.
both your
Yes,
hands,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
put both your hands on the top of your head and interlace your fingers. Take your feet and cross your left foot over your right foot. Who else is in the room?
Nobody.
All right, stand by, please.
In such a confined space, even the smallest mistake could lead to tragedy. Officer Philip paid particular attention to Daniel and the woman. As long as they followed orders, nothing would happen. Yet in the end, an unintended incident still occurred.
Are you both drunk?
No.
Alright. So you're not going to have any problems understanding anything that I tell you, right?
Yes.
Alright.
Police confirmed both had been drinking, but were still sober. Philip instructed the woman to walk toward him. Then another officer handcuffed her and escorted her out of the hotel for questioning. The remaining officers continued to monitor Daniel.
Okay, young man, listen to my instructions and do not make a mistake. You are to keep your legs crossed. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Lúc này, Daniel đã nằm sấp.
If the police had just moved in to arrest him, everything could have ended, because from the start he had been cooperative. Moreover, with multiple rifles aimed at him, his chance to resist was virtually zero. The only explanation might be that the space was too narrow, so the police didn't dare get too close, as their own safety always comes first.
I didn't say this in conversation. Put your hand! Hands up in the air! You do that again, we're shooting you. Do you understand?
Please do not shoot me.
And listen to my instructions.
I'm trying to do my...
Don't talk! Listen! Hands straight up in the air. Do not put your hands down for any reason. You think you're gonna fall, you better fall on your face. Your hands go back in the small of your back or down. We are going to shoot you. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Crawl towards me. Crawl towards me!
Yes, sir.
When Daniel was crawling forward, the incident happened. His shorts slipped down. He reached back to pull them up, but in Philip's view, the movement looked like he was drawing a gun. Next, we switched to the perspective from the body camera of an officer standing behind. They hadn't even realized what was happening when Daniel collapsed. Police immediately searched Daniel's room, but found no one else. It was later learned that despite being treated on site, he did not survive. A search of his person found no gun. However, in the hotel room, police found 2 air rifles related to his pest control work. Daniel worked for a pest control company. Wherever service was needed, he would go. He was originally from Texas and came to Arizona for business. That evening, Daniel invited 2 friends, a man and a woman, to gather at the hotel over drinks. He showed them the air rifle used for his work. This ultimately led to the tragedy. Daniel left behind his wife, Lainey Sweet, and 2 young daughters. After the incident, Lainey hired a lawyer to sue the Mesa Police Department for wrongful death, seeking $75 million in damages. In this case, Officer Phillip was charged with second-degree murder and negligent homicide. In December 2017, the jury found him not guilty of murder. However, with the second, Phillip could still have faced up to 25 years in prison. Phillip did not accept the verdict, insisting that Daniel's movement resembled drawing a gun and that he acted to protect the safety of others in the hallway. At the time, Phillip came from a family with a police tradition. His father had served in the Mesa Police Department for 19 years and retired honorably in 2015, then joined a law firm. Phillip joined the force in 2013 and was one of the first Mesa officers equipped with a body camera. The AR-15 rifle he used that day was his personal property, authorized for use in emergency duty. However, the engraved markings on the rifle were non-standard, and with this incident occurring just 2 months later, Phillip was dismissed from the police department. Afterward, Phillip's father, now a lawyer, continued to defend his son. In January 2023, Daniel's family and the police department reached a settlement. The police compensated $8 million. The city of Mesa also planted a tree and placed a stone bench in a rural park to commemorate Daniel. Although once charged with second-degree murder, Phillip was ultimately acquitted. Initially fired, he was later allowed to retire with a disability pension for an unintentional injury.
Hands where we can see him! Hands where we can see him!
Today's case took place in Muskogee City, Ohio, USA, on July 31, 2000. Muskogee police received a report from the 600 block of Chris Avenue. The caller said the grass in a neighbor's yard was overgrown, had not been trimmed, and asked police to handle it. Upon receiving the report, police went to the targeted house and spoke with the owner, Clayton Bailey. Unexpectedly, Bailey immediately pulled a gun and threatened to shoot. At this moment, we will view footage from the body camera of an officer. Officer 1 was hiding across the street, observing Bailey's position.
Front door, front door. He's out with a gun. He's at the front door. He's at the front door on the ground! On the front door on the ground!
The moment the suspect drew his gun, Officer 1 immediately opened fire. After a brief exchange of gunfire, he radioed the suspect's location to his teammates. At the same time, the SWAT team's armored vehicle also arrived on scene.
Doors open! Doors open!
The suspect opened the garage door halfway and confronted the police. Officers in the armored vehicle shouted loudly, ordering Bailey to keep his hands where they could see them clearly. Meanwhile, other officers set up a barricade near the house. One officer used tactics to call Bailey, asking him to surrender and leave the house. But Bailey flatly refused.
see him. I got eyes on.
When the armored vehicle approached the door, police discovered Bailey had been shot and died on the spot. In this case, the two officers who fired were Wilkins and Johnson. After the incident, they were placed on paid administrative leave and received support from colleagues, as well as mental health resources. Searching the house, police found multiple firearms and ammunition. At that time, Bailey was using a handgun, modified to increase magazine capacity. They also seized a rifle and several rifle magazines. The police investigation report showed Bailey had fired a total of 3 shots toward the officers. Officer Wilkins from the armored vehicle fired 11 shots, while Officer Johnson, across the street, fired 9 shots, including 2 bullets that hit the armored vehicle. The Muskogee Police Department stated they are still verifying was a former serviceman and whether he was the owner of the house. Before submitting the official report to the District 2 prosecutor, officers involved in the case still need to answer investigators' questions. It is hard to believe that such a serious case started from a complaint call about mowing the lawn. So, in the U.S., is it illegal not to mow the lawn in your yard? Many cities in the U.S. have regulations on lawn care and maintenance, often referred to as weed control or property maintenance rules. These regulations specify the maximum grass height, usually 15 to 30 centimeters, equivalent to 6 to 12 inches. If the lawn is not mowed, local authorities usually send a written warning, requiring it to be cut within a set time. Failure to comply may result in a fine. Typically, police do not intervene directly, but if not mowing the lawn leads to escalating neighbor disputes, they may get involved to enforce related laws. What do you think about this case? Leave your comment below. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and follow to get more interesting news updates.